Almost 7,000 people have signed a petition to prevent 18 lime trees near Preston from being cut down to make way for flood defences, known as the Royal Limes, after being planted to commemorate the coronation of King George V, second time we've mentioned him on the programme tonight. South Ribble Borough Council had given permission to fell the trees in Walton-le-Dale, but a campaign group has applied for a judicial review because they want to try to save them, as Phil McCann reports.
21 trees that mean a lot to Walton-le-Dale.
They are a piece of us. They have been there for years and years. They were there when George was king with his wife Mary. It's like part of Preston history because they've been here since a war, I think.
The children here at St Patrick's Primary have joined with some local campaigners who were in school before the days that hymns were put on PowerPoints to raise awareness about the planned fate of the trees down the road.
We thought we have to do something to at least raise the profile of the issue to see whether there's something that can be changed. 18
of these trees are due to be chopped down to make way for a new Environment Agency flood barrier, the latest step in a scheme to prevent future flooding from the River Ribble. Campaigners, though, say history books show the trees were planted in 1912 to mark the coronation of King George V.
Everybody thinks they're royal trees.
Until the M6 was built, this was the only way to travel north and south. So over the years, literally millions of people will have seen these trees.
You pass these trees and it's just nice to see them.
But the Environment Agency says its own research into the tree's history has been inconclusive. Now, though, nearly 7,000 people have signed a petition to save them. Now, these trees are actually on a pretty narrow bank between the river and the road, and the Environment Agency says that building this barrier closer to the river to avoid the trees would be damaging to the river, and building it closer to the road would be difficult because of all the pipes and cables that run underneath this ground. And they say that either of those two options that avoid the trees would be too expensive.
It's not that expensive, really. And also they complain that the trees are damaging the cables. Well, the trees were there far before the cables.
Planning permission was granted in February and workers are currently on site analysing the ground. So now campaigners are looking at legal action, applying for leave to bring a judicial review into the planning process.
We believe that actually not all the relevant information was provided to the planning officers and the planning committee.
The agency says its priority is protecting hundreds of homes from flooding, and felling trees is always a last resort. Phil McCann, BBC North West Tonight, Walton-le-Dale.